Mom was charged with the murders of her 2 kids after she told authorities that she was hearing voices that told her to kill them, police said. Yumi Inoue, 40, was arrested on first-degree murder charges in Tempe in the deaths of her 9-year-old daughter and 7-year-old son on Saturday, Arizona Central reported. Inoue allegedly drove to the police station just before 7 a.m. Saturday and told an officer she was hearing voices telling her to kill her kids, Tempe Police spokesman Sergeant Stephen Carvajal said. There was an officer that was heading out of the station just to take care of his normal patrol duties for the day and she seemed pretty frantic and flagged him down, Carvajal said Saturday at a press conference. Officers then responded to the woman's apartment, where the girl and boy were found dead with obvious signs of trauma. It's just so unfortunate that a 9 and 7-year-old that rely on their parents, especially their mother, to really care after them could have been involved in something this tragic, Carvajal said. He said that officers had been to the same apartment earlier Saturday due to a domestic dispute involving a husband and wife. But he said the children were safe in bed at the time, and there was no apparent reason to contact child welfare authorities. It didn't seem like there was an immediate threat to the children, he said. Parents, couples, argue and they have disagreements, and they have issues that come up that often don't require that type of intervention. The children's father was not at the apartment when officers found their bodies. Carvajal said the man broke down when police told him what happened to the kids. Police have not released the identity of the children or further details about the circumstances surrounding their deaths.
Dr. Alan Fry, a biophysicist at GE's Advanced Electronics Center, Cornell University, and a contractor for the Office of Naval Research, discovered in 1958 that the auditory system responds to electromagnetic energy in a portion of the radio frequency spectrum at low power densities, well below that necessary for biological damage. The human auditory system and a table radio, he said, may be 1 order of magnitude apart in sensitivity in a portion of the radio frequency spectrum. Fry proposed stimulating the nervous system without the damage caused by electrodes. He wrote 2 papers, Microwave Auditory Effect and the Applications, and Human Auditory Response to Modulated Electromagnetic Energy. Dr. Fry's work had obvious implications for covert operations. He synchronized pulse microwaves with the myocardial rhythm of a frog's heart. The heart stopped beating. Dr. Fry had perfected the induction of heart seizures by beamed electromagnetics. He microwaved cats and found that stimulation of the hypothalamus had a powerful effect on emotions. Fry found that human subjects exposed to 1310 MHz to 2982 MHz microwaves at average power densities of 0.4 to 2 milliwatts per cubic centimeter perceived auditory sounds. The peak power densities were on the order of 200 to 300 milliwatts per cubic centimeter, and the pulse repetition frequencies varied from 200 to 400 Hz. Dr. Fry referred to this auditory phenomenon as RF, or radio frequency sound. The sensation occurred instantaneously at average incident power densities well below that necessary for known biological damage, and appeared to originate from within or near the back of the head. Fry was reluctant to experiment on humans, but others, particularly paperclip scientists, were not.